It's 1995, Ace Ventura just hit the multiplex, and Mariah Carey's Fantasy is #1 on the pop charts. I've got a big bowl of peanut butter Captain Crunch and about 6 hours of serious cartoon watching in front of me. Now, at the time, there were a few really great Marvel cartoons on Fox Kids. X-Men, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four was not one of them. Either way, on this particular November morning in 1995, it was on. And this episode introduced a character that intrigued me. Episode 20, Prey of the Black Panther. Black Panther has a rich history in the Marvel pantheon of comic books, created by legends Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. His first appearance in comics was also with Fantastic Four in 1966 in Fantastic Four number 52, almost 30 years before his introduction on the small screen. He joined the Avengers in 1968 in Avengers number 52, but didn't receive a starring solo issue until Jungle Action Comics number 5 in 1973. I sat there and watched in amazement as this cool all-black Panther ninja sneaks into the Fantastic Four's headquarters, takes on the Thing, handedly dispatches him. What I didn't know at the time was that Black Panther, aka T'Challa, King of Wakanda, the technologically advanced fictional African country, was the first superhero of African descent in mainstream American comics. That's right, he predates Luke Cage, Falcon, Blade, Jon Stewart's Green Lantern, Static Shock, which, just as a side note, let's hear it for that early 2000s Static Shock cartoon. Come on, that was freaking cool. That one episode where Static teams up with Batman and Robin. Yeah, I could like do a whole nostalgia snacks on that cartoon, but Black Panther predates all of them. So why was he only just getting his first non-comics appearance in 1995? Oh, side note number 2, technically his first appearance was a year earlier in the X-Men animated series, but it was just for like a second. He didn't have any lines. For the most part, Black Panther comics just didn't do very well. While popular with civil rights-minded college students, Jungle Action had really low sales. The original self-titled Black Panther series was canceled after 12 issues. So T'Challa mostly found success in team-ups and guest starring in other heroes' comics. Although Dwayne McDuffie, creator of Static Shock, along with being a producer and writer on Justice League Unlimited and Ben 10, he said this of the Jungle Action Black Panther saga. This overlooked and underrated classic is arguably the most tightly written, multi-part superhero epic ever. If you can get your hands on it, sit down and read the whole thing. It's nearly flawless. Every issue, every scene, a functional, necessary part of the whole. Why is it important that the character's story and mythological roots are strong? Well, it all comes down to mythos, pathos, and ethos. Mythos being the significant truth or relevancy connected to a story or character, particularly regarding culture, religion, or society. Pathos is its ability to appeal to the audience's emotions. Does it somehow connect spiritually or experientially? Pathos derives from the Greek word patheia, which literally means suffering or experience. And finally, ethos is the ethics or character displayed, the core value system and ideology that we see a culture or character hold. Perhaps his most significant role in television was as a member of the Avengers in the phenomenal animated series Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes, where over multiple episodes they unfold T'Challa's origin, his reveal to the Avengers, and eventual joining of the team. It's written really well and actually feels pretty epic, which is why, personally, I'm excited for Black Panther to finally get his dues. Black Panther film writer Joe Robert Cole said this: Black Panther is a historic opportunity to be a part of something important and special, particularly at a time when African Americans are affirming their identities while dealing with vilification and dehumanization. The image of a black hero on this scale is just really exciting. Now, that importance, that thing that makes Black Panther special and relevant and relatable to an entire culture, it's impossible without pathos, ethos, and mythos. There's a lot of history, culture, and social weight that you can feel attached to this character. When he shows up in Civil War, you feel it, the gravitas. You can't just make that up. Why does it feel so important when T'Challa shows up on screen for the first time as Black Panther in Civil War? How is it that a character that we've never seen before on the silver screen can command such a presence standing next to cinematic superhero heavyweights like Captain America and Iron Man? A history of rich pathos, ethos, and mythos. I felt like a kid with a bowl of cereal sitting in front of his TV on Saturday morning while watching Black Panther go toe-to-toe with some of my favorite very established superheroes in Civil War. And that's why I'm excited to see Black Panther in his own movie. Not just because he's the first superhero of African descent, but because he's earned it with years of history, character, culture, and story, pathos, ethos, and mythos.